Hello everybody, welcome. So my TikTok viewers recommended me this game. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. Uh, I was told that it can get scary, and what I've read so far has got me scared. And I do get scared easily, but I'm doing this for content, so without further ado, wait, let's see what settings we got. Text speed, let's make it a little fast. Auto forward time, like okay, skip, unseen text, play, window. Nope, full screen. Oh, jeez. Nope, window. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Actor choices? I don't know. Nothing to fix the frame rate, whatever. Okay, my name. I can't write numbers. Okay. Skills. Let's go. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah, ah, I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Kills. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Sorry. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kills, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's relatable. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I already don't have any of that. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Sorry. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? I don't even know. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. What's a NEET? Not in education, employment, or training. Dang. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little bit? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet right now, so I sound like very dead inside. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself roll into her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to use her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. So, what is this game exactly? Is this just it? Reading? Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So you're just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I was wondering why I could pause for this. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Hey, meanie. Oh, look at her face. It's kind of adorable. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Manga's pretty cool, though. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Oh, I kind of told the... Oh, jeez, I accidentally skipped it. I didn't even see what it said. Oh, there we go. Oh, so right-click just makes everything... Okay. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Dude, I'm not good at girl voices. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Yo, who is you? Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. So, is this all girls? Kills, what a nice surprise. I know who you are. You're Monica. I know that for a fact. Welcome to the club. Our words escape me in this situation. This club... Oh shoot, sorry, I smacked my mic. Sorry about that. It's full of incredibly cute girls. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame the MC. What are you looking at? Oh wait. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. She gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear when she... Hold on, let me... Don't mind her. She's a bit moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest in the club. So don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Kills. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class like last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh, sit down, Kills. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Look at her smile. One sec. I am back. Ta-da! Ooh, I don't even know how to say that. Ooh, whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I want to see the cupcakes. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. I can't even visualize that. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Oh, I'm trying to fix my chair. Yeah, well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Ha, well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Pardon me, sorry about that. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Dude, why am I burping so much? And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. What's a festival? Like, geez, man, why did I say it like that? I'm confident that we can all really not glow. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's happening right now. This club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe, okay, I have an idea of she's the airheaded one. She's like the more how do I explain it? Like the more one who keeps things together. I don't know how to the word for that. She's the shy one, and then she's the sassy one. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kills, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, manga. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I didn't think he was actually gonna say that. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. And not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Oh, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity. You have been reading for 10 minutes already. Hold on. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Dude, I hate reading. It's taking a toll on me. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you. For some reason, Jesus. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can really put it down. Sorry, I keep smacking my mic by accident. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. I agree with you, Natsuki. Oh, what's that? Well, I've never read a horror book, but seeing horror and playing horror is terrifying to me. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Yo, she gives me like the impression of an anime I've watched. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. And your cupcakes, your poems, everything that you do is just as cute as you are. Zero slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work and set an example, help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, girls? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth as what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Story might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, look at all their faces. They look so sad. Awful girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought Hills, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kills, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety building up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kills, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Dude, I am not energetic enough for this. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day of school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think of your favorite club member you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Party, awesome, sing, bliss, whisper. Okay, this is actually interesting. Oh, look at them. I like these little sticker thingies. Sing, bliss, whisper, peace, childhood, waterfall, disaster, incapable. Dude, I actually don't know what to pick. Okay, bliss. Jumpy. Why'd she jump? That's the one who matches the best jump? Forward, determination, cheeks, sweet ribbon, sunny time, memories, fester. I don't like horror, so I'm not gonna pick horror. But sweet. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Beauty, toil, unstable, judgment, variance, fear, passion, together, portrait, artwork. Together. Excitement, eternity, summer, infinite, question, extraordinary, sugar, fluffy, fantasy, starscape. Which one should I pick? I actually kind of vibe with this music, not gonna lie. Sugar? Existence, marriage, broken, vibrant, blissful, adventure, socks, cute, velvet, family. So cute. Clouds, lucky, heart, clumsy, inferno, disoriented, kitty, agonizing, sticky, or color. Heart? Flower, silly, pain, shiny, nibble, journey, romance, landscape, unrequited, sunset. Silly? Crimson, headphones, universe, philosophy, empty, secretive, nature, vacation, vertigo, hair, secretive. Aura, ambient, shame, melody, bubbles, joy, promise, scars, flee, or rain cloud. Bubbles? Bed, tenacious, swimsuit, charm, analysis, pure, incongruent, misery, friends, imagination. I don't know what I should pick. Charm, swimsuit, tenacious. Go with tenacious. Uncanny, holiday, kawaii, pink, lollipop, jumpsuit. I don't think I should have said that word, so I'm gonna like cross that out. Vulgant, tears, atone. Go kawaii. Spinning, giggle, despise, meager, calm, intellectual, lipstick, chocolate, depression, help. Go with chocolate. I don't think that word's allowed on YouTube either. Rose, after image, papa, milk, uncontrollable, sparkle, boob, extreme fun. Let's go with milk. Frightening, daydream, love, happiness, grief, mouse, climates, feather, insight, or fickle. I don't even know what fickle means. You know, this means I need to vibe with this music for a second. Okay, we gotta get moving. Frightening, daydream, love, happiness, grief, mouse. climax, feather, insight. Okay, cool. Let's go with love. Dance, strawberry skirt, warm, defeat, blanket, breathe, laugh, parfait, poof. Let's go with parfait. Wrath, entropy, dark, heartbeat, hopeless, infallible, comfort, whirlwind, bouncy, precious. Pardon me, sorry about that. I don't know what some of these words mean. Let's go with heartbeat. Treasure, dazzle, vitality, kiss, amazing, embrace, smile, played, anxiety, desire. Let's go with kiss. Anime 100%. Marshmallow puppy. I didn't even see what the other ones were. Marshmallow puppy, death, Valentine, ocean, cry, alone, candy, nightgown, or tragedy. Let's go with alone. Hey, Genkills. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kills. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. At least, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Phil's always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kills can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention. I was gonna say it'll keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? I mean, I don't disagree. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Very, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. I just read slow, dude. You. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Now that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Isn't the closet over there? Or is that the closet? I don't know how Japanese schools work. Meanwhile, blah, 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 I already read that. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. I wonder what's wrong with our poem. Are we gonna see about the poem, or like we look for something? You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side on one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand and then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Kills. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features four girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. I don't know what mo means. Don't just stand there. Ooh, what does ooh mean? Pardon me, I never thought I'd ever say ooh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Wait, we came out of the closet? She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to get closer together like this. Don't just say that. Don't make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scoots an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I could say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Uh, I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair, sorry. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy in the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. Let me turn on my monitors. My eyes are killing me, dude. It's 12:44 in the morning. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Alright, good. OBS isn't lacking. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ooh, what's ooh what? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. It's safe. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she didn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Can I use like a different key instead of my mouse? Still, all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Oh yeah, I can use spacebar, sick. Not to mention, she's really good at it. Who am I to judge? Okay, I guess I can't use spacebar. Oh, this is a cute angle. It's adorable. We've read on for a few more minutes. These books don't even have labels. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this is Free? That's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I want to really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Do you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it makes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time, which is probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Like, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Alright, we're going on for like 40 minutes, so we're gonna be stopping soon. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Oh. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words that feeling you get when connected with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Uh, um, Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hesitantly, she hesit. I don't even know if I said that right. Slides herself to a good 12 inches away from me. All right, guess I'll stop here for now. I'll close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, "Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you." Huh? Is that really all right? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using any of my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish this if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow and we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Oh my gosh. Dude, I said all that without breathing. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is in a wrinkled sheet and loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. In a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn, I don't even get what that means. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Reluctantly. Jeez, I gotta read slower. I do the same myself. I'm used to reading so fast in my hands. Who should I share my poem to first? Who should I do it to first? Let's go with the... Sorry, I smacked my mic again. Let me go with the club leader first. Let's work our way down. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hey girls, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway. Want to share your poem? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, girls. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Gills. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. This kind of makes me think of something Natsuki should write, or would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Ah, if you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. You might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I guess I should do Natsuki last then, since she said it looks like something she'd write. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe that's not an. She's not an expert. But You probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I guess why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. So I could see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Jesus, my. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Totally. Haha. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. Wait, I want to read our poem. It couldn't be me. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of spackle protrudes. I can barely read this. I'm not good at reading cursive. Noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So, what'd you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. It's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time in between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone's is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on your paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Holy moly. Alright, let's go say it. This is a good poem, Kills. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. Not it'll break my promise. Jesus, man. See? It's like I said before, Kills. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. Sorry, you're gonna hear my mic go crazy. For other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Wait, what's our motive? To get closer to cute girls? I don't get it. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure to have lots of fun here. Wait, is her nails painted? No, they're just like that. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you're reading my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, this one's shorter. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That kind of ruined it, but the rest is it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no questions. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better myself. Don't be mean. It was pretty good though. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that. It was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Look at her little face. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hey, Yuri. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face behind her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gone anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. I don't know what that means either. In other words, they tend to pick on a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques to get into writing even a simple poem. Jeez, man, I cannot do this. Dude, I've been talking for like an hour straight. I'm not used to talking this much. Dude, I'm too shy for this. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together and probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or me, or Natsuki. Natsuki? I don't know. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny after all. Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It's so hard for me to read cursive. Jesus. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time? I don't know if that's a T or R. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, palms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I can't write cursive and I can't read cursive, so that was really hard for me. Yuri, I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting, dude. I couldn't even read it. And it's not even that it was bad, it was just cursive. I can't even read cursive. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. it wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kels. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. I used to notice her like eyelashes are red. I don't know what that is. Eyelashes? I think they're eyelashes. Like, is she wearing makeup maybe? I don't know. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. That could be my monitor too, making them look red. I'll have to see back in the editing. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to ghosts, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Pardon me? That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, now to Natsuki. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha, well, it's not like that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. So, am I impressing her? I don't understand. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Are you sure you never actually said that? I say that mostly to myself. Does Natsuki really hate me or something? Oh, Natsuki must really hate me or something. I'm reading way too fast, dude. My brain is going faster than my mouth. My mouth is going faster than my brain, sorry. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Monkeys can climb. Eagles can... She said it twice. It's kind of silly. I kind of like it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that you wouldn't like it? That I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand that. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on you. The wordplay. Pardon me, sorry. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Jeez, this mic is like right here. Let me move that a little forward. Like that. There we go. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Ugh. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I don't know what that means. I watch each of their expressions change. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. I like how hers was really easy to read, because I can't read cursive, dude. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kills did too. So based on that, I would gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Kills liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? So this is where this music comes from. Is this game? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kills appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. The height difference is crazy. Dude, she's a tall lady. Huh? And you know he didn't appreciate... And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yo, the height difference is crazy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kills started showing up. Okay, I'm definitely censoring that word. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. They both said it. It's crazy. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Girls. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gills. Well, wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gills? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I don't know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... I don't want to side with either of them, dude. I'm going to feel bad. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Wait, what? I put help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Oh, look at her face. She's adorable. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting. It is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. I like her hair. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are friends. Or you're my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Our friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, that's why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. I didn't want to side with anyone. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. Count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? I almost said shaming. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Phyllis, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Wait, really again? And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hills! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams to me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? These houses are nice. Like, I would live here. It's really nice. No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know what, Kills? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Dang, this game is loud, dude. I literally turned up my headphones just for a second, and the volume is so loud, dude. I didn't even see what you said. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, guys, so we're gonna leave it here. Alright, we're gonna leave it here. I like the little icons, they're adorable. But we're gonna leave it here for today. I'll have to edit this. I'm gonna try to get this out by the end of the week, hopefully. Because I've got like an hour of footage to go through. Jeez, I did not expect to be recording this much. I got too into it. Okay. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.